between 75 and 100 Black Bloc members rallied. They left the main protest and started quickly back down Queen Street, heading east. On the way, they encountered two police cars with police in them, which they attacked, broke windows. There were riot police at the intersection of each street that went south from Queen Street into the financial district, but they didn't engage the protesters. They just watched them go by, smashing windows and spray painting. From there, they turned south on Bay Street and started into the financial district. There were 3 police cars abandoned in the intersection at King and Bay. The Black Bloc started smashing the police cars and set one of them on fire. After around 15 minutes, they walked north on Yonge Street, smashing windows along the way. There were no police to be seen anywhere. The streets were full of people going, just kind of doing normal things. At 4:20, they reached College, where they smashed more windows on their way back to Queen's Park. They also smashed some windows at a police station. When they arrived back at Queen's Park, they had all huddled in a circle to remove their black clothing. And then after that, I just lost track of them. They kind of just blended into the crowd or disappeared from that area altogether. There were lots of other peaceful protesters in that area, since it is the designated protesting area. After about a half an hour, the riot squad started to move into the protest zone, and another group of riot police came from behind Queen's Park and surrounded the protesters. They squeezed the protesters and bystanders as they pushed us back, hitting us with batons. They hit me in the back and my field producer in the hand, breaking his finger.
My investigation focused on the province's role in promoting what became known as the secret security regulation, a little known and widely misunderstood legal measure that was supposed to help the police keep the peace, but in my view wound up contributing to massive violations of civil rights. Chief Blair petitioned the government to extend the Public Works Protection Act in these 3 discrete areas listed in green. Some people in the ministry were rightly concerned about the optics of using wartime legislation, but others saw the regulation as mere technicality. So the decision was made not to publicize it. Instead, they quietly handed the police extravagant, sweeping powers under 71-year-old law. Many of you will remember the added confusion when the Toronto Police Chief and some of his officers described the regulation as, quote, a 5-meter rule. But there was no 5-meter rule. And even when this was corrected, police continued to arrest and search people well beyond the security zone. Our investigation revealed some very troubling facts about the ministry's conduct in sponsoring this regulation and failing to publicize it. It was unreasonable and grossly unfair. Apart from a coterie of senior officials in government and the Toronto Police Service, no one else was aware of the existence of this regulation or the fact that they would trigger what amounted to martial law in downtown Toronto. When you have, in the 1970s, when Prime Minister Trudeau invoked the War Measures Act, he presented it in Parliament. There was a debate. Rightly or wrongly, it passed, and it led to the arrest of just under 500 people with about 60 charges. Fast forward to 2010, we bring back to life a 1939 Act that leads to the arrest of over 1,000 people with 99 charges outstanding. To me, that's disturbing.